This video is for any straight, white, cis, male leftist. And I mean actual leftists, liberals, I'm not counting you, you're not part of the left. So communists, socialists, anarchists, anti-capitalists, right? This video is intended for you. I just want to say, I'm just showing you my appreciation and say thank you for being a part of the left. Because in a world where that made a system and designed a system with you in mind, right, and is built for your demographic in mind, you still are rebelling against it. And that is something to be appreciated, and I say thank you for that. Because when you are a marginalized community, when you are oppressed, when you are part of the group that the system is not built for, it is easy for you to rebel against the system because it's a lived experience of how the system, you have a lived experience of how the system is bullshit, right? You see it firsthand, you live it every day, how the system sucks and how it's oppressing you, right? It's easy to see oppression when you're living oppression. But when the system is built for you, with you in mind, right, to give you these inherent privileges just by being straight or white or male, right? And you, however, still see through it and see that the system is bullshit, that takes work, right? That's hard to see because it's not part of your lived experience. So the only way you're going to come to that conclusion is by listening to marginalized people, right? And hearing their stories. That takes empathy. That takes having an understanding and listening to others that aren't you, right? And or aren't like you, right? And not only that aren't like you, but the system is telling that you shouldn't listen to these people because they're lesser thans. And you're saying, no, that's bullshit. I'm going to listen to their stories. I'm going to hear their words, and I'm going to adapt to that, right? And I'm going to learn from that. And so I just wanted to say thank you, because it also must suck too, because people who are oppressed are hurt, right? And hurt people, healed people, healed people. And a lot of people are unhealed, and a lot of people are hurting, right? And they have trauma, rightfully so, because of their oppression. And because they're unhealed, though, they're projecting their hurt outwards, right? And so they are projecting their hurt and pain and suffering back onto their oppressors, right? And so I don't want to do that, okay? As somebody who is part of other marginalized communities, I just want to throw out there an appreciation for people who aren't part of the marginalized communities but still stand with the left and see it. Because when you ultimately, what is the left about? The left is about stopping exploitation of all people on this planet and not seeing anybody as a lesser than, right? Nobody is lesser than. Okay, nobody, you aren't inherently better than someone because of your race, your sex, your gender, etc., 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 right? And that all people, we are all people, and we are all worthy of love and respect and acceptance and forgiveness. And so, again, this message, I just want to put out positivity out there. So thank you for being who you are. And I actually want to add at the end here, use your privileges for good, right? So use your inherent privileges that you have gotten from white supremacy and patriarchy to help other people in your demographic see, other straight, white, male, cisgender people, because there are those people in your demographic who will only listen to you. They won't listen to marginalized communities because they haven't seen, they believe the lies that those people are lesser thans. So they won't listen to them, but they will listen to you. So use that, right, to tell the stories of marginalized groups, right? Use your privilege for good, right, to help dismantle these systems of oppression.